So there is a really disgusting new trend on Roblox YouTube that has to do with YouTube channels being created to dedicate themselves to trying to expose children to Roblox condo games. And in today's video, I want to talk about it because this was actually something that was recommended by a subscriber. Shameless plug, if you guys do want to give me video suggestions, you can do so in my Discord server through the ticket system. Now, this specific request actually came from a user by the name of Blank, and a couple days ago, they basically sent me a ton of information. Their message reads, "Hey, I'm not sure if you'd be interested in talking about this, but it's a problem between Roblox, Discord, and YouTube. YouTube has left this creator and many others up, allowing them to post about condos with the tags being basic Roblox tags, meaning kids can just find this on their For You page." So obviously, as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, that's kind of alarming, right? And I looked into it, and this is actually a much bigger rabbit hole than I originally anticipated. And I'm honestly just shocked that I personally never come across any of these videos because I do search like a lot of Roblox content on YouTube. But the most shocking thing to me, which Blank mentioned in their message, was that these channels aren't necessarily specifically gearing themselves towards adults. They're using kids' hashtags on YouTube so that kids will be unknowingly searching Roblox content and will come across these videos. Now, before we get too much into it, I do want to clarify that I really did spend a lot of time thinking about the pros and cons of outing these channels by name or using like specific channels as examples. But my issue is more so with YouTube's algorithm. The more people that click on a video, that watch it, that maybe interact with it by leaving a comment, even if you're saying, hey, this is terrible, like don't do this, unfortunately the video will be boosted more. And I really did try to weigh the pros and cons of calling these channels out by name, and I just don't think that the negative repercussions of giving these channels attention is worth the possible repercussions they could have on children. So for that reason, I'm just going to be generalizing these channels, but if you do see them on YouTube, please do flag them because this shouldn't be allowed on the platform. But regardless, they did send me some screenshots, but in these screenshots I will be blurring the channels and stuff like that. But basically, there is a whole network of YouTube channels on YouTube that basically their whole thing is just constant advertisements in every single one of their videos. And what's interesting to me is that they don't have necessarily like consistent branding or anything. These are just channels that are solely dedicated to advertising condo games on Roblox. For those of you that don't know what condo games are, and for YouTube's TOS, I had to kind of word this carefully, but condo games are basically games on Roblox that like to reenact inappropriate stuff, if you get what I mean. And what's really just disturbing about these games in particular, or these videos, I guess, on these channels, is I clicked on a couple of them to see what I was going to be talking about, obviously. And most of the videos are literally just an individual showcasing a condo game where they showcase different morphs, which morphs are basically like costumes that your avatar can wear, which will basically change the proportions of your Roblox avatar to make it look a specific way. And they also would depict or show the animations that this game had made. Because if you don't know, on Roblox you can create like customized animations within Roblox games. So if you press a certain button inside that Roblox game, your avatar will do something. And in these condo games specifically, these animations are typically very inappropriate and reenact real world behaviors that are not appropriate for children. So basically, these accounts are just showcasing all these disgusting animations playing things out and really inappropriate body morphs. And then basically at the end of every single video, they encourage people to visit a Discord server in the description. Now for safety, because I honestly was a little bit concerned this would be like a cookie logger or something, I didn't click the Discord link, but from what I've heard from other people when I did ask around, a lot of people said these servers are basically either one of two things. They're a hub where these people who own the servers will constantly advertise new condo games, because on Roblox, condo games, especially now with all the schlep drama, have been getting taken down a lot more, and so there's constantly new games being re-uploaded. What people may not realize is you can make a Roblox game, save the game file to your computer, and if your game gets banned, that's fine because you can just make a new Roblox account and re-upload the same game again. So the issue is honestly very widespread and very difficult to nip in the bud completely. But basically, every time a game gets banned, they just release a new game and blast it to everybody in the server, pinging everybody saying, hey guys, look at this new game that you can roleplay in. On top of that, these servers typically do a lot of advertisements for gross Roblox groups, I guess is how I'll say that. Like, I do have to be careful the way I'm wording this. But the way Discord servers make money is through a variety of means, but the main one is typically through advertising and from doing promotions for certain groups of people. And in this specific situation, when you're making videos on YouTube and telling people to find these condo games, you have to join this Discord server, there's going to be people, one of which are adults who are being creepy, and two, kids who don't understand what a condo game is, that are going to join this Discord server and then just see a ton of inappropriate advertisements, which is really disgusting. Now, the other thing that I've heard these Discord servers are doing is just promoting Roblox scams, where basically you will join the server and it will try to get you to verify your Roblox account. I guess, I don't know, but basically it just steals your Roblox account is another thing that I've heard. But honestly, it's just incredibly disgusting, and something that Blank actually pointed out that I thought was equally as concerning was that these YouTube videos actually in their description do something where they shove a bunch of hashtags in there, which, if you don't know, on YouTube, the algorithm doesn't necessarily favor videos that have this many hashtags in them because it just seems spammy, right? Typically you want to limit your hashtags to only being a couple, but from what it looks like, this person who posted this video just kind of put this into ChatGPT and was like, give me hashtags for this, but the hashtags it came out with were hashtags that regular Roblox kids would be searching. There's stuff like Roblox Adventure, Roblox Game Crew, Roblox Hub Spaces 2025, Roblox World Club, Roblox Hidden Hub, Roblox Games, Roblox Community, stuff like that, which you would be searching, or a kid would be searching Roblox Community, maybe on YouTube, and then this video will come up because it's tagged in that, and so they're going to be exposed to inappropriate content, which is honestly really concerning in my opinion. What's equally as concerning is below all these hashtag spam, the channel actually goes on to write a little thing about what are Roblox condos. And what's funny to me is they must have used AI for this again, and then I guess just not read it? I don't know, because this description basically just points out that they know what they're doing is wrong. It says, in Roblox, condo games, generally referred to as unofficial games that offer more adult or mature themes than the platform guidelines allow. These games often bypass Roblox's content moderation by creating temporary, user-generated places with inappropriate or explicit content. Since Roblox is designed primarily for a younger audience, condo games violate the platform's rules, and Roblox actively works to detect and remove them as quickly as possible. So if you're a YouTube channel promoting condo games, why would you put this in your description? You know what I mean? It's pretty obvious to me that these are just like AI spam, and that's what this little description here is, and I guess they just didn't read it before they posted it. But it's honestly, regardless, just really disgusting to see games like this and YouTube channels like this, that their thumbnails especially, like, I don't think I can show them to you guys because then you'll be able to tell what channel this is, but a lot of these thumbnails are very colorful. They have keywords on them, they have very, suggestive themes and stuff like that. So obviously it's going to encourage, one, kids to click on it because of the color schemes, and then two, adults to click on it. And so these videos actually get a ton of views. The one channel I'm looking at right now has like 20,000 views, 65,000 views on this one thumbnail. And it's just like, really? I will never understand like the appeal of making inappropriate games on a platform meant for kids. I think that's very, very bizarre. And to be fair, I think anybody who's playing these games probably has some issues that they need to talk to a therapist with, because why are you playing these games to begin with? There is obviously platforms such as, VR chat, where there are games like this that will reenact real world stuff. But I feel like that's a bit different because VR chat is meant more for adults, whereas Roblox has been particularly targeted towards children for many, many years now. And when you're using children's hashtags in your YouTube videos, you're basically asking for kids to find these videos. It's just very alarming to me. And what's more so alarming is Blank actually sent me a screenshot of Roblox when, I guess there's a keyword, which I didn't know about this actually. And I'm not going to show you guys the keyword just because I don't want you guys searching it. But there is a specific keyword that isn't related to Roblox condos that you can search, and hundreds of condo games pop up. And I will show you guys like what these games look like, but any titles with like the keyword in it, I will blur it out because you guys don't need to be looking that up. It's just not appropriate. But the games especially, and the thumbnails are just so suggestive. Like, it's pretty obvious what these games are for. And what's disgusting too is that some of the games that are on this page with this keyword are actually popular Roblox games, which I've spoken about previously. I did speak about Brookhaven because I did like a social experiment where I went in there and like immediately I was approached by a bunch of people because they thought I was a kid. But there's popular Roblox games in here that fall into this category with this secret code word that's meant for condo games, which is also really creepy. Like, honestly, this is just such a deep-rooted issue, and I definitely am not necessarily a pro or expert on this kind of thing, but just want to let you guys know, because Blank did bring this to my attention, to be very careful when you're clicking on any YouTube videos. Be very wary when you're searching stuff up on YouTube, because obviously I think the majority of us aren't actively seeking out condo games, but unfortunately a lot of the thumbnails and hashtags and titles to these videos are kind of misleading and may lead you to think that a video is an appropriate video for you to watch, when in reality it's just a advertisement for a condo game on Roblox trying to get you to go to an external platform with very little to no moderation so that you can then experience disgusting content. So please be super wary when you are scrolling on YouTube. If you see any of these videos, and don't comment on it. I see a lot of people, especially on these videos, commenting like, bro, WTF, like what is this? Bro, what's going on here? If you comment on it, it boosts the video. The best thing you can do is as soon as you click on the video to report it, pause the video right away as the ad's playing, and then go ahead and report the video and click off of it. Because if you allow the ad to play for more than a couple seconds, that creator actually gets money from the video, and on top of that, it adds a view to their viewer count, which basically promotes their video even more. So with that in mind, that was the main reason I didn't show you guys the channel explicitly that I was sent. Plus there's a ton of them, so calling out one of them isn't going to make a huge difference, to be fair. So with all that in mind, just if you see one of these channels, please do report it, don't interact with it, and I hope you guys stay safe. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!